Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would share with you how to clean up images that you find on Google that you might like to use in your project. Of course, these are only going to be for personal use, but it can help if you're looking for something in particular or something that's very niche. So let's jump straight into Design Space and get started. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to want to do today is go over to our browser and go onto Safari and find ourselves some images that we might like to use. Now, Up is one of my favourite films, so I've just typed in Up Drawing. I've said drawing because you normally get some nice cartoony type pictures come up on the Google search if you put in drawings. You could also put in drawing pages or anything like that. I've chosen this picture of Carl Fredrickson, and all I've done is just double click and save the image to downloads, and then that image has gone into my downloads folder on my computer. So what I'm going to do now is just flip back into Design Space. Okay, so now what we need to do is go to the Upload tab just on the left hand side. Just click on that and then it will bring up all of your previously uploaded images. Now if you click on Upload Image and then browse, and then your pictures that you've got will come up in your either downloads or on your recents if you're on a Mac. Otherwise you might have to go into File Manager if you're on a Windows computer and search for it that way, but mine is here, so I'm just going to double click on him to get him in, and then it comes up with this screen. So what you'll need to do now is click on Complex and continue, and here he is. I'm going to just zoom in a little bit to make him bigger. Okay, and then I'm going to first of all show you what happens if you don't change the advanced options. So I'm just going to get rid of all of these bits of colour. All I want left is his outline, so just the black. So I'm just going to click on all the sections of colour individually, and then I'm going to come down to the preview button at the bottom and just click on that, and I'll zoom in a little bit more so you can see. Let's just preview again. So you can see it's relatively smooth, it's not too bad, but he's got some shadowing here and there's some little bits jutting out which are going to make your cut not as smooth, and it's going to make it difficult for the machine. So let's just come out of that. So hide preview, and then what we're going to do is cancel, and then I'm going to do the same thing again. So upload image, browse, and then select Carl, go on to Complex and continue. Zoom in on him again, and then I'm going to change my advanced options here, and I'm going to leave the colours unmodified, but the colour tolerance I'm going to increase to 50 to start with, and then I'm going to do the same as I did before. So just get rid of all the bits that we don't want. Let's preview that now and see how that looks. And you can see already it's a lot better. There's no jagged line here, and the shadowing here has also gone. If we zoom in a little bit more, you can see it's really quite smooth now. So we can now keep on hiding all of the bits that we don't want to see, all of the colour that's there. So let's just get rid of all these pieces. Oops. If you go wrong like that, you can always click on the undo button. Okay, that's going to be a problem, I think, there, his belt. Because if you click there, it takes the whole thing away. So I might take that out completely. I could always put my own one in Design Space. And I'm going to preview that and show you. There's a little bit of problem with his belt here. So let's preview. So you can see we can't see them on the screen very much. They are there, you can see those black ones, and there is some shadowing here. So what we're going to have to do is actually erase those sections. So let's go to hide preview again, and then if we go up the top here, we can select the eraser, and you can make the cursor of your eraser smaller or bigger by using the slider bar. I don't want it to be too big because obviously I've got not a very big space to fill, so let's just go back in there. I'm just going to erase those. There's a little tiny bit here as well that's jutting out, and that could be a colour tolerance issue, so I will probably have a look at that in a sec. Let's just zoom back out and look at him and then preview him, and it doesn't look too bad. So I'm going to click now on continue. Okay, and now your machine will give you two options. You can save it as a cut image, or you can save it as a print then cut, but we want it as a cut. So we're going to click on him, make sure it's got the green surround around your image so that you've definitely selected that, and then we'll just put Disney up and CF and upload, and then it will appear in your recent uploads just there. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing again with the same image, and I'm just going to increase the colour tolerance slightly, and I'm hoping that this will improve the area around his belt buckle and maybe get rid of a few more of the little bits that are sticking out. It wasn't too bad, but I think we could probably make it better. So let's just go to the upload image again and then browse and select the same image and then complex, continue. Let's make him a little bit bigger, so we need to zoom in and then advanced options, and let's change the color tolerance to 75 this time, and let's just go straight down here. It's still getting rid of that black bit in the middle, but it looks better from the point of view that we haven't got to use the eraser to get rid of the extra pieces. I think there's one bit left there, which is okay actually. So let's hide the preview again and just get rid of all the bits. Let's undo that. Alright, so this is a problem now with colour tolerance being as high as what it is. It's actually getting rid of quite a lot of the design that we don't want it to get rid of. So let's have a quick look. Yeah, see, that's no good at all, and that is because the colour tolerance is too high and it's picking up more pieces that look the same colour. It's really struggling with these green areas. I'm going to drop my colour tolerance down to 50 again for these bits, purely because it's picking up too much of the surrounding area, thinking that it is the same, but it isn't. Alright, so let's just preview him now, and it's looking quite good. There's no bit sticking out, it's quite smooth, and that would be a usable cut file. So let's go to continue. Again, we're going to select the cut image to make sure the green box is around there. Disney up CF2 and then upload, and we've got two files now that are slightly different. You can see that the black on this looks a bit thicker, whereas on this one it looks a bit thinner, but I quite like both. I've just inserted both onto the canvas now, and I'm going to cut them out on my Cricut Maker and just see what the differences are in both of the files using the different colour tolerances. So I'm just going to grab my weeding tool and quickly weed all of the bits out that we don't need, all the excess vinyl. And to help me with this, I'm using a nail polish bottle holder that I just put all my waste little bits of vinyl into. This just makes it so much easier when you're weeding. So now finished the weeding, we can see there's a couple of differences in the two images. This is actually the one I did second, and this is the one I did first. So the colour tolerance on this one was set to 50 for the whole image, and I noticed there's a couple of bits I've missed. I missed his cuff here when I was cleaning it up, and I missed this bit of his hair here on the second one, but it doesn't matter too much because obviously unless you knew, you wouldn't really know. I could have left that bit of weeding in. So for the first one, it's come out nice and smooth. The cut is lovely. There's no jagged bits and the machine didn't struggle to cut it at all. So I'm quite pleased with that. And then on the second one, you can see, because we changed the colour tolerance to 75 for this area, we were able to save the little dot on his belt buckle, which is good. One visual difference that I can see with these two cuts is there is a definite difference in the thickness of the black line. So the black line around his glasses, his eyes, looks thicker and more dense. And in general the lines have come out thicker on the cut, so there is a definite difference in his arms, you can see that. And of course I did drop down the colour tolerance back down to 50 to finish this one off, because it was taking away some of the pieces that we didn't want it to. But overall it looks pretty good, and I'm quite pleased with how it's turned out. I hope you found this video to be useful and you've learnt something new. If you have enjoyed this video, I'd love to see you for the next one, so please subscribe. If you've got any questions, drop me a comment and hit the like button. Have a lovely week, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye!